Hello everyone, I hope you all are doing well. In this video, let's understand how we can calculate the equated monthly installment for any loan amount taken at a certain rate of interest for certain number of years. Along with that, we will also be able to calculate the interest and the principal component in that EMI and how much will be the principal unpaid or the balance unpaid after making each and every payment using inbuilt functions of Excel. As you can see, I have prepared one table and this table is called as loan amortization schedule. Now the question comes, what is loan amortization? Loan amortization is the repayment of loan by making payments of equal amount called as EMIs. So for this I have taken one problem, and in this problem we have a loan amount of rupees 10 lakhs. The rate of interest is 11% per annum and the term of the loan is 2 years. So to calculate the EMI, interest and the principal, along with that the balance amount unpaid, we need to calculate the monthly rate of interest, and we also need the total number of payments during the entire term of the loan that we have to make. So when my rate of interest is 11%, which is per annum rate of interest, then my monthly rate of interest will be the per annum rate of interest 11% divided by 12, the number of months. So monthly rate of interest is 0.917%. The total number of payments that we have to make during the entire term of the loan, which is 2 years, is equals to, as there are monthly payments, 12 payments in a year, into how many years are there, or what is the term of the loan, that is 2 years here. So it is equals to 24. So we have to make 24 payments during the term of the loan, that is 2 years. Now in the first column I have taken the periods or the payments, or you can call them as months. So we have to make payments 24. We have to make 24 payments. So as you can see that there are 24 payments, or 24 periods, or 24 months you can call them. Now to calculate the EMI or the payments, we have an inbuilt function called as PMT. The function requires rate, NPER, PV, FB and the type. So let's see what are these all. The rate here is the rate per period, or we can say that the monthly rate of interest. So the monthly rate of interest I have written in this cell, comma, the NPER is the total number of periods. So the total number of periods or the total number of payments are 24, comma, the present value. The present value of the loan, in this case when we take the loan, the amount that we will be having at present will be the amount that we will receive, and this is the amount of the loan. The future value, here the future value is the amount that will be there at the end of the term of the loan. As we are talking about the repayment of loan, so at the end of the term of the loan there will be no amount unpaid, so the future value will be 0 in that case. And the type, here the type by default we have to take it as 0, otherwise we can take it as 1 when the repayments are made at the beginning of the period. So generally it is assumed that the repayments are made at the end of the period or at the end of the month, so that is why we will take it as 0. If the payments are to be made at the beginning of the period, then we will have to take it as 1. You can ignore this also. By default it will take it as 0. Enter. As we can see that the EMI is coming out to be 46,607.84, and you can notice here the amount is in negative. As it is an outflow of cash, that is why this amount is in negative terms, and we are preparing this loan amortization schedule keeping in mind the borrower. If we are a lender and we are interested to prepare the loan amortization schedule for any customer, then in that situation we will have to take the amount of the loan or the present value of the loan as negative, because that will be an outflow of cash. We have to make the payment of that amount that we will be having at present to the borrower. So if we take it as negative, then it will automatically become positive. But I am assuming that I have to prepare this loan amortization schedule for the borrower's point of view. Now the next thing is the interest component. Now in this case the interest will be equals to, again, the inbuilt function IPMT. The syntax says that we require this information to calculate the interest using this function. So the rate, again the rate per period, which is 0.917%, comma, the period for which we are interested to calculate the interest. We are interested to calculate it for the first period. So 1, NPER, the total number of periods, comma, the present value, again it will be same. If you are calculating this from the point of view of the lender, then you have to take this figure as negative, that I have already explained, comma, we require the future value. Again the future value will be 0, and the type of annuity, again 0, or you can ignore this. By default it will take it as 0. Closing the bracket, press enter. So out of 46,607.84, 9,166.67 is the interest component, and the remaining will be the principal component. So if we want to calculate the principal amount, then we can calculate it EMI minus the interest. But I am calculating this using a different function, which is an inbuilt function in Excel, PPMT. Now this function requires this information, which is same as we require it in the calculation of interest, the rate per period. So rate per period is 0.917%. The period for which we are interested to calculate this, so I am calculating this for the first period, comma, the total number of payments, again the future value and the present value. So present value here is 10 lakhs, future value 0, and if you want to put the type as 0, you can put it, otherwise you can ignore that. So we can see that these are the components of this EMI, that is, this much will be the interest amount and this much will be the principal amount that is contained in this EMI. Now if I am interested to calculate this EMI for all 24 months, then obviously EMI is the amount that will remain same. We have to make the payment of the same amount every month. Now if I drag the formula like this, it will not give me correct figures. I have to freeze certain information to drag the formula, and that information will be throughout the term of the loan for all those 24 months. The information that is going to be the same, we have to make it as fixed. So let's see in the formula. I am going in this formula bar. In this formula bar, the first information is rate. Rate is going to be the same for the entire term of this loan. So freeze the cell in which we have mentioned the rate. So by putting $sign before the row and the column, this cell will get freeze. Now in B7 we have expressed the number of payments, as the number of payments are also going to be the same throughout the term of this loan, so freeze this also. Now the term of the loan, the loan amount which is expressed in B3 is also going to be the same, so freeze the cell in which we have mentioned the loan amount. Now enter, and if we drag this formula, we will get that the equated monthly installment or the EMI will be same for all the months. Now the next one is the interest. Interest के लिए we have to make the same thing, that is we have to freeze those cells where the information is going to be the same for the entire term of this loan or for all those 24 months. B5, in B5 we have expressed the rate of interest, that is going to be the same. In A10 I have expressed the period, and we want the period to be fluctuating in nature, it should keep on changing as we will drag the formula. So we don't need to freeze this. Now in B7 we have expressed the total number of payments or the periods. So the total number of payments or the total number of periods are going to be the same. We need to freeze it again. And B3, the loan amount is also going to be the same. So freeze this also. Now enter, and if we drag this formula for all those 24 months, we will get the interest amount, and these will be the interest component contained in these EMIs. Now the principal for this also I am going to do the same thing. B5 is to be freezed because here we have the monthly rate of interest. A10 we want it to be variable when we want to drag the formula, as we want to drag the formula, so it should keep on changing. B7 has to be freezed and B3 also required to be freezed. Enter, and now if we drag this, we will get that at the end of the term of the loan, as you can see that for 24 months how much will be the principal component and the interest component contained in this EMI of 46,607.84. Now the last column is the column of the balance amount unpaid. So what will be the principal unpaid after making each and every payment? So after making the first payment, how much will be the balance that we will be having? So after making the first payment, we will be having a loan amount we have of 10 lakh rupees, and we will make payment of rupees 37,441.17, which is the principal amount. And if I press enter, I'll get more amount because here the principal amount right now is in negative and we want to deduct this amount. So if you want to do so, then in this case you have to make some changes in the formula, and the changes I am doing in the formula bar. So I am pressing here plus sign so that we can deduct 10 lakhs minus 37,441.17 because this figure is in negative. So the amount unpaid will be this. Now the next one is equals to the balance unpaid plus this amount. So out of this amount we will repay this much amount, so we will get the balance. So we can now simply drag this formula so that we get how much will be the balance unpaid after making each and every payment. And as we can see that after making the 24th payment, the amount unpaid is equals to 0 that we basically wanted. So this is how we can prepare the loan amortization schedule for any loan amount, for any rate of interest, and for any period for which you are interested to take the loan. I hope you found this video useful. Thank you so much for watching.